Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to Elena's Bar Low Impact Full Body Workouts. For those of you who are new here to my channel, hi and welcome. My name is Elena. I'm your fitness instructor. I teach different fitness genres here on my YouTube channel and also at the gym. And I hope that you find a lot of value from my channel, guys. Just show up for the classes. We have a lot of fun. And then I also love to talk about controversial discussions. I have the Resurgence of Sanity guys with me every Saturday at 9:15 a.m. Pacific. We talk about some very interesting and controversial topics. And then these guys have their own YouTube channel. It's called The Resurgence of Sanity. I highly recommend you to subscribe to their YouTube channel and start watching their content. They have awesome content for men of all ages. And I think it's crucial for men to have good masculine male friends who can guide them, where you guys can exchange notes, observations, and your experiences. Because when you are just surrounding yourself with women and when you are just listening to women, you are assuming the female frame. You are losing your masculine dominant frame. And then this is how women can manipulate you and twist you in whatever they want you to do. Instead, try to surround yourself with dominant masculine men who can teach you how to be a dominant masculine man so that you don't collapse under women's manipulations and shit tests. And I think that this channel is awesome, guys. I've been following the Resurgence of Sanity guys. I've been having them on my channel. I love talking to them. They're very masculine. And we have a lot of fun talking about controversial topics. And they dive in really deep on Wednesdays on their YouTube channel at 5:45 p.m. Pacific into various topics that are important for men. Okay, so please go support them and then join us for interesting controversial discussions. And I'm going to bring up one live stream in particular that guys did a while ago. It's about the mask she wears. It's called The Mask She Wears. Please go watch that live stream because it's going to be so relevant to what we are going to talk about here on my channel. Today we will talk about traditional women, also traditional wives or self-proclaimed traditional women and self-proclaimed traditional wives. In my opinion, I don't think they exist. Like authentically traditional women, I don't think they exist. Because we've been indoctrinated with feminist propaganda since we went to school, to college, especially those of us who went to school and college after the 1960s and after the 1970s. And it's going to be very hard to find traditional women. I'm not saying that they don't exist, but there are so few of them. And these are typically the women who didn't buy into the feminist propaganda. But again, if they went to school and to college, it's going to be hard not to buy into it because it's everywhere, right? Maybe to a lesser extent. And these are the women who have been challenging the feminist propaganda that they've been exposed to. As for the rest of them, especially the ones who proclaim themselves of being, I'm so traditional here and I want a traditional man because I think I deserve one, you know, they are the undercover feminists because they have the same feminist mindset. All they've changed is the cover. And the guys on the Resurgence of Sanity YouTube channel are talking about it. They just changed the camouflage, the presentation of how they appear on social media. And it's not the same as their behavior. So if you actually pay attention to what they say, how they say it versus what they do, their actions, you're going to see the mismatch in there. There will be cognitive dissonance in there because they will say one thing, but they are going to do a completely different thing. And most of them, they don't know what it means to be traditional. Look, even I don't know. I mean, you know, I have been studying propaganda for many years. It takes consistent work with challenging all of that bullshit that surrounds you guys. It's not just like, oh, you know what, one day I decide to be traditional and I'm going to do that. No, you have to keep challenging all of the information that you are being exposed to. And it's deeply, deeply ingrained into our society. It's going to be very, very difficult to do. So, yeah, a lot of women, even though they call themselves traditional, they are not traditional, guys, because most of them are older than 25 years old. Most of them are single. They say one thing, they say that for the right man, I will do this, this, and that, but in action, They are chasing clout. They are doing it for public admiration, for public likes, for sympathy. You know, they don't want to commit to one man. And this is where you guys could really pay attention to also into how much emphasis they make on their physical attributes, such as tight-chested dresses, for example. They look feminine, right? Then the feminine hairstyle, some makeup, maybe none of the makeup. These are not inherently bad things, but try to look deeper into their intentions, into their actions, whether their actions match their words and their appearance or not. Because you will find that a lot of them, they are just copying each other, because women even will copy some other women's voice because they don't know how to be traditional, right? Nobody really knows. Nobody has taught them that, right? And traditionalism implies patriarchy. Traditionalism implies hierarchy. We live under a completely different social order today. There is no way we are going to be traditional, guys. It's impossible to be traditional in a gynocentric social order. I mean, you can try, and I really appreciate the attempts of trying, but instead of putting the camouflage on, instead of doing all of these visual attributes, all of the superficial attributes, what about challenging your mindset, right? What about challenging your beliefs? Why don't you want to do the actual work? Well, because, guys, you know, it works. And women will do what gives them the most result with the least amount of effort. So they put a bait on a hook, and then they throw it into the ocean. And then if somebody buys into it, most men are going to buy into it. Most men will not consider looking deeper beyond the superficial level. And this is why you guys have the rational, critical thinking skills, right? To differentiate between, okay, is she really going to be a good wife or is she faking it? Is she doing it only for clout? If she's doing it only for clout, like all other trad wives are doing out there, and you can watch them, right? You can see their behavior, how they act, how they present themselves on social media, then run. These women are not traditional. In fact, authentically traditional women, if they exist, okay? I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I hope they exist somewhere, okay? I don't even consider myself traditional, even though I've been challenging feminist propaganda for many years. I've been married for over 8 years. I think that we are so far gone on a societal level from traditionalism. But anyway, if those traditional women existed, they would have been married, they would prioritize their husband, they would prioritize their children, they would prioritize their family. They wouldn't be on social media. You wouldn't see them as such on social media, you know, because they don't have time for it. They prioritize the family, they live the lifestyle. As for the rest of them, they're just faking it, guys. Okay, so be very, very careful, and please go subscribe to the Resurgence of Sanity YouTube channel. You can exchange a lot of notes, you can share your observations with guys. I think that you will really, really benefit from the information that Steve, also known as Seven Men in the Manosphere, that Nick from Christianity Unplugged, and that my husband, Plutarch H, are sharing with you there on their YouTube channel. And join us for interesting, controversial discussions. I would love to see what you have to say about these topics, guys. Thank you so much for your attention. Please share this video with other men who will benefit from it. And join us, guys, okay? Take care, everyone, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.